Checking in for the Buckaroos, number 24, Clay Goodwin, and number 13, Weston Demeter. Ryan Bird with three-pointer. Rice Valley foul number 3, Easton Sirens, is third. Weston Demeter with the bucket. Checking into the lineup for Rice Valley, 13, Josh Breakerhoff, 21, Tate Leach, 23, Trayton Tibbs, and 33, Max Allred. Points, Lucas.
Breakerhoff takes it right at Jarman, and Nick says, not in my paint. Corner Smith for three. Yes, Aaron Smith hits the three. Rich Rebel basketball is on.
After another 20-win season and a 10th consecutive appearance in the semifinals, the Rebels have their sights set on getting back to the championship game for what would be the third time in 4 years.
Reagan gets it back, fires underneath, pretty pass, Porter Weston with the finish.
Coach Ashley Brown leads the Rebels back onto the hardwood.
Clark with the offensive board, his put back, front of the rim, drops over the top and in.
And with two of last year's top scorers returning, The Rebels are ready to run.
3-2, Jordan Cook in the lane. 1 floats it up and in at the buzzer, Jordan Cook.
MyLocalRadio.com presents Rich Rebel Basketball on KADQ FM 98.3 Rebel Radio, with live streaming video at MyLocalRadio.com.
Outside right wing, Cameron Calder from downtown, he hits.
Rich High School Hoops is brought to you by
the Wind River Hotel and Casino of Riverton, Wyoming, West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign of Evanston, Cash Honda Yamaha in Logan, Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston, and by MyLocalRadio.com.
Rich works it around and finds Jarman inside. Perfect pass from Osler. Easy finish by Nick Jarman. Nick has 15 points. 12 rebounds, 5 blocks.
And now, Rebel Roundball fans.
Left wing, Trenary for 3. Yes, Case and Trenary from downtown.
Tie up the horses and turn up the volume as we head courtside to join the voice of the Rich Rebels, Ryan STEINECKERT.
Anderson, left wing, fakes the 3, drives in, puts it up off the glass and in. Welcome to the Rebel pregame show presented by Gary H. Tusher, CPA, for all your accounting needs. Today, the Rebels hit the hardwood in the 1A preview to take on the Valley Buffaloes, last year's defending runners-up. Tip-off is set for 2:30. In the meantime, we have your Gary H. Tusher, CPA pregame show. We'll be back with it right after this on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
Whether you own a business or run a household, understanding where your money goes can help you improve overall financial stability. It can also help you reduce stress and help you plan for the future. Certified public accountant Gary Tusher understands money, income, expense, taxes, investments, assets, depreciation, and more. Make sure when it comes to your financial security, you're working with the best. Gary Tusher, CPA, serves business customers and private individuals. Call Gary Tusher, CPA today.
When you need to hire a semi, Savvy Trucking in Woodruff, Utah is the place to call. Scott and Diana Savvy have been serving customers across the nation since 2007. It's important to know that your loads are being handled professionally by honest, reliable drivers. The team at Savvy Trucking reminds you, safety first. Don't text and drive. For all your long haul and short haul needs, get it there safely and on time. Call today, Savvy Trucking, 435-503-0454.
Welcome back to the Sevier Valley Center and the Gary H. Tusher CPA pregame show. The Rebels taking on the Valley Buffaloes this afternoon. It's a rematch of last year's semifinal game. Valley won that one in overtime, and Rich will look to return the favor today. Valley went on to lose the state championship against Panguitch. The Rebels went on to beat Bryce Valley, who's playing right now, and leading Monticello in a big way, 65-48, with just under a minute to go in the fourth quarter. Let's run through a real quick scene set. Rebels last night dipped to 1-2, a 39-30 loss at Bear Lake. Rich, for the second time in 2 years, had close to 30 turnovers in their loss against the Bears, and Rebels will have to be better holding on or taking care of the basketball if they want to have a chance against Valley today. 27 turnovers or 28 turnovers last night, according to Coach Brown. I was one off on my count. Rich got 4 points, 19 rebounds from Nick Jarman. Only one player in double figures, Aaron Smith, with 11 points. And again, Rich will have to be much better today if they want to beat Valley, who comes in at 1-1. They opened the season with a dominant 75-46 win over Westridge Academy, and then lost a close one against Kanab 64-63 last Saturday. Bryce Valley just finishes the win 67-48. A couple of lopsided games so far. Parowan beat St. Joseph 60-32. Milford squeaked by Green River in the first game of the day. Rich and Valley coming up next. We'll move along with our pregame show. As I mentioned, Valley coming in at 1-1. They're the returning runners-up. Last year, 21-8. They went 12-4 in Region 2. Lost 63-39 to Panguitch in the championship game. And Valley, if you look back at the history, a few state championships, Jim Hoyt, their coach, for many years, won it in 81, 93, and 95, but they haven't won it since then. 2 years ago, they struggled 7-17. 2014-15, a nice year, 20-6, and won sixth place at the state tournament. And the year before that, just 10-15. So they've been up and down a little bit. But boy, talking with Coach Hoyt, knowing what they have coming back, I'd expect Valley to have a very good year. This will be a tough team for Rich here this afternoon. Now, Rich had a 3-game winning streak going against Valley before last year's loss, 71-65 in overtime in the semifinals against the Buffaloes. But Rich, going back to the 01-02 season, 7-4 against Valley in that span. That's been your scene set. Let's move along in the Gary H. Tusher CPA pregame show. Your standout student is Charmaine Huffaker. We'll talk with her when we return on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com. When you're buying and selling real estate, you want to work with an agent that knows the area and understands property values. You want to work with an agent that listens to what you're looking for and knows how to find it for you. And it's important to know all of your options. That's why it's smart to work with the best. Gary McKee and the agents at Bear Lake Realty in Garden City, Utah, helping folks buy and sell real estate for over 25 years. When you work with Bear Lake Realty, you're working with the best. Visit BearLakeRealty.com today. Welcome back to the Gary H. Tusher CPA pregame show. For all your accounting needs, call 208-847-2601. It's Rich versus Valley coming up in just a few minutes. We got about just less than 20 minutes till game time. But first, we have your standout student. We'll be back to talk with Charmaine Huffaker, senior at Rich High School, right after this. Rolene Kennedy of Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston is your Rich County representative. The mother of 5 Rich High graduates and grandmother of 3 more graduates in the making, Rolene is here for you. She's a recipient of GM's highest salesman honor, the Mark of Excellence Award winner, meaning she provides you with the best customer service in the industry. The next time you're looking for a car or truck, think Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston, your Rich County representative.
Go Rebels!
When it comes to hard things in life, don't say, why me? Just say, try me. Remember, it's the tough things that make us the strongest. The cattle ranchers at Laziest Ranching are proud supporters of the youth in our community. Sim, Joe Jean, Carol, and Millie Weston, along with Sim Jr. and Maggie, remind everyone to eat more beef and cheer on the Rich Rebels. That's right. Eat more beef and cheer on the Rich Rebels. Ryan Steineckert with junior Charmaine Huffaker at Rich High School. Charmaine, thanks for your time today.
You're welcome.
How's your junior year going?
Pretty good. Doing pretty good. I completed 3 college classes, so.
You said completed 3 college classes. You working toward an associate's?
Yes.
How much harder does that make things than just the regular high school classes?
Not too hard. I was like super nervous going into it. I thought this was going to be super hard, and it's not. It's just like a regular class. You have to put more, whatever time you put in, it's what you'll get out of it. So just had to put more time into it.
What are you involved with at Rich High School?
So I'm a Rich High cheerleader, and then I'm the junior class president, and that's about it.
Are you going to do the musical?
No. I can't sing or dance.
I'm sure that Mr. Woods would still appreciate the personality, though, out there.
Yeah, probably. I'd be a pretty decent actor, but I probably couldn't sing. They'd have to, do the auto-tone somehow.
How long you been doing cheer?
I don't know. This is, my first, actual cheer, but, ever since I was little, my mom just kind of, wanted me to be a cheerleader because she was one, so it just kind of happened.
You must like it because you keep doing it.
Yeah, I really like it. I really like watching basketball and volleyball and stuff, but I really like cheer. I like being the supporter and the positive person on the sideline.
Charmaine, do you have goals set for yourself as a cheerleader? You mentioned wanting to do some new stunts and things like that. Is that some of your goals? Yes,
I just want to not perfect, but I want to work on more stunting and tumbling. Just get as much as I can out of it while I am still in high school, so that way I can not necessarily just be well, yeah, I was a cheerleader and I jumped, I did stuff. So I can have skills and I can look back on them and be well, I did accomplish something, even though it wasn't a super big deal, but I did accomplish things. So I do have pretty decent goals.
Academic goals for your junior year?
Yes, I want to try and pass all my classes with A's or A minuses. I just want to get good grades and make it so that I can get into a pretty decent college.
Somewhere in the A range. That's a good goal. What do you have in mind where you want to go to college and what you want to go into?
I like the University of Utah. I know it's a hard college to get into, but I really like it. And then I like the criminalness, being a criminal profiler and stuff like that. I like murders. It's weird, but I do.
You like the investigation, or what do you like about it?
I just kind of like how there's certain things that make people do bad things or whatever, and how you have to track through their steps and practically get into the criminal's head or whatever to track them down to see why they did this and like how to find whatever you're looking for. I like that part, like the mystery part. I like that a lot.
The criminal mind, the psychology of it.
Yeah, I'm taking psychology this year for like the concurrent class, and I really like it.
That's great. Anything else about Charmaine, things you like to do outside of class? Last year when we talked, you were doing the Wednesdays with Charmaine. Was that right? How did that go?
We haven't made any recent videos. I lost the person that edited them all and knew how to upload stuff to YouTube. So I just have a YouTube channel with like 27 views on some videos. That's about it.
Any other hobbies or things you like to do outside of school?
No, just hang out with my friends and I like to just have fun. I don't know. I like to laugh.
Charmaine, what's the best thing about being a Rich Rebel?
Just having the pride or whatever. Like, I know the Rebel guy got taken away from us, but like, we still have like the Rebel pride, even though we don't have the mascot to show it. I just like how everyone's like united and like, no matter what, like you always know that people in the school are going to be there for you.
Charmaine Huffaker, junior at Rich High School, junior class president, member of the cheer squad. Thanks for your time. Good luck recovering from the gallbladder and getting back into cheer and everything else your junior year.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Charmaine. We'll continue on with our pregame show brought to you by Gary H. Tusher CPA for all your accounting needs. Be back to talk with the coaches after this on the T7 Propane and Woodruff Coaches Show on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
The best family vacations create lifelong memories. Schedule a family whitewater rafting trip today. Packages include your hotel room, transportation, whitewater rafting, and lunch in a native teepee. The Wind River Canyon is located on the Wind River Indian Reservation in Riverton, Wyoming, and is home to the Northern Arapaho and Eastern Shoshone tribes. Come and enjoy the waves, the breathtaking views of the oldest canyons in Wyoming. Call today the Wind River Hotel and Casino, where families play, stay, win. 866-657-1604.
Coverage of Rich High School sports is also being made possible by Delmas Equipment, repairing equipment for over 20 years, farming equipment assembly, and custom fabrication. The Thompson Ranch, Brian and Becky Thompson, promoting student learning and success in all areas. And Western Ag Credit, reliable credit for all things agriculture.
This is Rich Rebel head basketball coach Ashley Brown here on Rebel Radio, KADQ FM 98.3, and we're about 15 minutes away from the opening tip here on the Gary H. Tusher CPA pregame show.
Welcome to the Ashley Brown Coaches Show, brought to you by T7 Propane and Woodruff. For all your propane needs, 435-793-4208. That's 435-793-4208. Rebels dipped to 1-2 last night with a 39-30 loss in a defensive battle in Montpelier at Bear Lake. Rebels will look to get back on the winning track with a rematch of last year's semifinal game when Rich took on Valley and lost in overtime. No one sees the game the way the coaches do, so we'll take a few minutes to visit with opposing coach Owen Hoyt, and then we'll talk to Rebel headman Ashley Brown and get his thoughts on today's game. You're tuned in to Rich High School basketball on Rebel Radio, KADQ FM 98.3, live streaming video at MyLocalRadio.com.
Whether it's for your home, your ranch, your equipment, or your business, when you need propane, count on the best. T7 Propane in Woodruff. The professionals at T7 Propane place their focus on safety, quality product, and excellent prompt service, so you can rest easy and enjoy the affordability and efficiency of propane. Serving residential and business customers every day, T7 would love to serve you as well. For all your propane needs, call T7 Propane in Woodruff, 435-793-4208.
Ryan STEINECKERT with Owen Hoyt, head coach of the Valley Buffaloes. Coach, I appreciate your time today.
Yeah, no problem. It's my pleasure. I like talking basketball this time of year, and the preview is always a great time to see some pretty good basketball.
We talked just about 9 months ago prior to a semifinal matchup. Your guys won that one in overtime over Rich and went on to play for the state title. How did you feel like your team played in that game?
You know, that was a really fun game for us. One, there was excellent sportsmanship on both sides. I remember our guys after the game was over just saying how good the Rich kids were and how polite, and the sportsmanship was really heavy. And it was a well-played game, a lot of intensity, big shots on both sides. You guys had more of the size, and we had more of the outside, and it was a well-played game and a nice overtime thriller. It was a great game to be a part of.
Kobe Reck graduated. Who else did you lose from that squad?
we lost Ike Stout and Cade Cox, so our 3 senior guards. So this year will be a different year for us. We're not quite as guard heavy as we've been in the past, and we've got more size, and it's a different style of basketball that I'm used to coaching. And so we're really focused on trying to get the ball inside to our bigs and play inside out. And so it's a challenge for me as a coach to try to be able to accomplish that.
Garrett Spencer scored 24 points in that game against Rich. He's already made a splash this year, a state championship pitcher. I think didn't he win the 1A MVP baseball player, and already averaging 24 points a game this year.
That kid's a pleasure to be around. He takes every game so serious. His work ethic, he stays after practice and puts in time. He has one of the best shots that I've ever been around as far as a pure shooter. Really good form, and he really takes it serious and wants to make his craft better. He's a great leader. He's a quiet kid. He's not super outspoken, but does a really good job at leading by example. We're excited to have him back this year. He's going to be a great asset for us.
Do you feel like, or tell me first, how's the season going so far? A couple of games, 1 win, 1 loss. You played real close with 2A Kanab.
Yeah, Kanab's a big rival for us. They're just 20 minutes down the road. We're in the same county, same school district, and so it's always a good game when we play Kanab. We lost in overtime. We played a poor third quarter, which we were leading the whole first half, played a poor third quarter. They took the lead, and then we fought back to get it into overtime and lost on a offensive rebound. We got a stop, but the ball bounced right into the kid's hands, and he hit it for the buzzer. So it was a great game, but also a great learning game for us as a young team, that every possession counts, every rebound counts, and we had quite a few turnovers that game, which for a young team is understandable, but we've got to clean it up if we expect to get wins this year.
You mentioned last year you had the better play on the perimeter. Rich had the size. Things a little bit different, though. You've got a little more size this year.
Yeah, we do. We have a lot of size. We also know that the Jarman kid's on the other side tonight, and so we're expecting to have to deal with that. But we do have some size this year. Last year, I don't recall playing too many teams that weren't bigger than us. And so we had to really, do a good job of boxing out and whatnot. But this year we've got some size, and we've got, some guys that can work in there to help with the rebounding and whatnot. But we've got to be able to knock down shots and get the ball to these big guys.
You still have a pretty good shooting outside with Spencer and others?
Yeah, we do. We have some younger guys that are really good shooters. Spencer, that kid can hit from 3 feet beyond the three-point line from anywhere at times, and he's after our Kanab game, he asked me if I was getting after him for some of the shot selection that he took, and I said, when they're going in, man, I'm not going to get mad at you. He has the green light. He's such a good shooter.
Coach Hoyt, anything else we should touch on?
No, I'm excited to play Rich. It's a great game for us to kind of size up where we're at. It's early in the season, but these are great matchups for us to see where we match up physically with some of the better teams from the north. So this is a great matchup for us.
Owen Hoyt, coach of the Valley Buffaloes, thanks for your time. Good luck today and through the season.
Thanks, and good luck to the Rich Rebels as well.
Thanks, Coach. They're going to start this game a couple minutes early, so we got to cruise through our Gary H. Tusher CPA pregame show. It's the Ashley Brown Coaches Show, brought to you by T7 Propane in Woodruff. We'll talk with Coach Brown when we return on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Weststar Printing design your business cards. Now with same-day and next-day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Weststar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Weststar Printing, 307-789-5202.
If you're looking for live local sports, local news, weather, live classifieds, and free photo downloads, search no more. MyLocalRadio.com has what you want. Watch your teams live or browse the tens of thousands of photographs of Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho high school events, from speech and drama competitions, rodeo, an array of different athletics, activities, community events, and so much more. Visit MyLocalRadio.com today and find what you're looking for. Ryan Steineckert with Ashley Brown and the Rich Rebels. Coach, a tough loss last night at Bear Lake. You knew they'd know what you were going to try to do and try to shut it down, and they did.
Yeah, defensively they're very aggressive. They run that half-court trap and make it hard for you to get into your sets. And, and that happened to us last night. We had lots of turnovers. We had a hard time getting the ball inside, and the final score showed.
The 2-3 zone, was that a big part of what they did, just denying that entry pass and keep packing the middle?
You know, they did that, and then they also made it hard to make an entry pass because they were all over the person trying to pass the ball inside. You know, they did a very good job, and they're very aggressive in that. And, you know, and if they don't get fouls called on them, it's hard to score against them.
It felt like it had to be hard for your guys because you'd see plays that were just so much physicality, no whistle, and then you'd get just a little bit of a touch and you'd get the whistle.
Yeah, you know, and that's hard for kids to play. You know, we never did get in an offensive flow because of that. And, you know, but I thought our kids kept battling and they played very well defensively. You know, if you hold a team to 39 points, most of the time you'll win.
39 points, and that's been a theme so far through 3 games. Your defense has been solid.
Yeah, you know, and that's something that's very good, you know, because it keeps you in the game. But we got to get going offensively, and we got to play better, you know, from our guard line, and those are things that we can do, and hopefully it shows today.
What kind of things specifically do you do to get that offense going?
Just hopefully they're more comfortable in their sets and they can run them better. We struggled last night, you know, doing anything, and we tried some different things. We tried getting the ball on the baseline and then enter it. We tried to run some short corner stuff, and we just had a hard time in everything we tried.
It probably won't be any easier today. Returning runners-up from last year, you met them in the semifinals, lost in overtime.
Yeah, you know, Valley's a very good team. They got very good shooters. You know, they're going to play zone most of the time, so you know we're going to have to do better than we did last night in our zone sets, and you know, and if we do, hopefully we have a chance to win.
You know anything else about Valley? I mean, what they did last year and coming to, you know, turning to this year, what you need to do?
I guess they got a new kid who's a big kid, you know, which I didn't think they would have going into the year. So I thought they'd be more perimeter oriented. So it'll be interesting to see how they use the new kid. But they got very good shooters, so we're gonna have to defend from the 3-point line, and you know, and then Nick's gonna have to control the middle. And if we do that, hopefully, you know, we can stop them.
Last year, it was all about their guard play on the perimeter. They were just lights out. I think 3 of those guards graduated. 1 comes back, but now they've got some more size, so it may be tougher to contend with.
Yeah, you know, we don't know for sure, but you know, we know they're going to be well coached, and they love that zone, and they'll trap you a little bit out of it. And so, you know, it's going to be similar to last night. You know, I don't know if they'll be quite as aggressive as Bear Lake was, but you know, another good challenge for us in the preseason.
You've coached against Coach Hoyt a long time. This is a younger Hoyt. I think it's his son. Does he do much different than what Jim did?
You know, they're very similar. You know, I coached against, you know, the son right now when he played, and he is a very good player. And, you know, and they do a lot of the same things. He's doing a lot of the stuff that his dad did. You know, so it's basically similar to that. You know, he's threw in a few wrinkles here and there. But, you know, you're going to, like I say, you're going to have to beat that zone, and you know, and they do a very good job in it.
Ashley Brown of the Rich Rebels, thanks for your time. Good luck against the Valley Buffaloes today.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Coach Brown. Back on the T7 Propane and Woodruff Coaches Show. We're about 2 minutes away from our opening tip. Stay tuned on the Gary H. Tusher CPA pregame show on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
They really appreciate every customer at Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley. They understand that you have lots of options when it comes to purchasing outdoor recreation vehicles. That's why they work hard to earn your business by making sure they understand exactly what you want. They're friends with their customers. When you're happy, they're happy. If you haven't been to their store, they invite you to come visit. And if you've already one of their friends, stop in again soon and check out all of this season's gear. Cache Honda Yamaha in between Logan and Smithfield on US 91.
It's the Chevy Employee Discount Sale going on now at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston. You pay what employees pay. What does that mean? Total savings of up to $11,000 on the remaining 2017s and select 2018s. And with a trade-in assist of up to $3,000, the time to buy is now. Auto Farm is stuffed with vehicles. It's the Chevy Employee Discount Sale going on now at Auto Farm. You pay what employees pay.
Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. We're a different kind of dealer.
Whether you own a business or run a household, understanding where your money goes can help you improve overall financial stability. It can also help you reduce stress and help you plan for the future. Certified Public Accountant Gary Tusher understands money, income, expense, taxes, investments, assets, depreciation, and more. Make sure when it comes to your financial security, you're working with the best. Gary Tusher, CPA, serves business customers and private individuals. Call Gary Tusher, CPA today.
You've been tuned into the Gary H. Tusher CPA pregame show. For all your accounting needs, call 208-847-2601. Time now for the Ned and Tammy Calder Goods on the Wood. We're at the SEVIER Valley Center in Richfield. Very nice facility. The longer college-length court, orange lines beyond the three-point line really throw teams off, throw individuals off, as you'll see guys shooting from a little bit further out than that high school three-point arc of 20 feet out. Also, a small crowd. We've got some Rebel fans here. I guess not a small crowd, but the expanse of the space makes it feel a little bit small. Rebels are the designated home team in this one in the home whites. The Valley Buffaloes in the road black and orange with the orange numerals, white outline on those numerals. Those are your goods on the wood presented by Ned and Tammy Calder. Rich County keys of the game real quickly as we'll jump into starting lineups in a moment. But keys of the game brought to you by Rich County Rebels with a championship cause. Number one, the golden rule. Take care of the basketball. Rich did not do that. 28 turnovers in a loss last night at Bear Lake. Got to do it today against Valley. The golden rule, treat that ball like gold. To play the full 32. Rich in the second quarter yesterday, just 6 points. Third quarter, just 2 points. Got to get more consistent production for the full 32 minutes. And number three, a GPS on GS. That's Garrett Spencer. He dropped in 24 points against Rich last year in the semifinals. Is averaging 24 points a game so far this year. Rebels have got to know where he is and slow him down at all times. He's just 5'8", so Rich with some length at the guard position should be able to at least prevent wide open looks for Spencer. But Coach Hoyt told us he's got the green light from just about anywhere on the floor, so Rich has to keep a GPS on GS. That's Garrett Spencer. Your starters, or the keys of the game, are brought to you by Rich County. Town of Woodruff starting lineups brought to you by Mayor Bo Holman, council members Hugh Holman, Audrey Jessen, Raymond Franson, Millie Bradshaw, along with clerk Lisa Bell. The designated visitors, Kyson Spencer, a junior transfer in from Cedar City. Senior Garrett Spencer, senior Stetson Harris, freshman Gavin Hoyt, and junior Cameron Franklin. For the Rebels, seniors Cameron Calder, Aaron Smith, Jordan Cook, Kenan Clark, and Nick Jarman. Those are your starters brought to you by the Town of Woodruff. And for your tip-off, brought to you by Independent Software Solutions for all your business computer needs. That's Independent Software Solutions. Running my camera today, Dylan Negus. Our camera is brought to you by Bear Lake Realty. And we're just about to get underway in the Pugstone Sporting Goods first quarter. Our pregame has been brought to you by Gary H. Tusher. It's Jarman against Franklin for the tip. Franklin is 6'3". Jarman wins the tip. Brought to you by Independent Software Solutions. Dylan, let me have you zoom in just a little bit on that camera. There we go. Looking good. Jordan Cook, Rebels attacking left to right at mylocalradio.com. Right corner, Calder. Valley in what looks like a zone defense. Maybe a 2-3 zone. Cook skips it across to Smith on the right wing. Aaron goes back to Cook. Jordan holds on the left wing. Games already today. Milford beat Green River. Parowan blew out St. Joseph. Bryce Valley beat Monticello by 19 points. This is the fourth game of the day. Clark rather. There's a bunch of C last names on this roster for Rich, and I get them mixed up a little bit. Smith, a little bit of a drive, kicks it back outside. Cook fakes the drive, kicks left corner to Clark. Rich showing some patience here. They had to work on that last night at Bear Lake in that 39-30 loss. Cook left corner to Clark, looking inside, trying to get it to Jarman, but being denied. And they may have a floater, Gavin Hoyt, just floating along with Jarman. It's almost like a box-and-one defense is what I'm looking at from Valley. And Rich being very patient. Already a minute and 10, 12, 14 seconds gone by. Rebels have yet to get a shot off. Good patience. Calder in the right corner, looking inside, can't get Jarman, finds Cook instead, flashing through the middle. The shot up a little too strong off the glass. Clark fights for the rebound but can't get it, and Valley will have the chance to score first. This first quarter is brought to you by Pugstone Sporting Goods. Winter, summer, spring, or fall, Pugstone's has it all. No score on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Gavin Hoyt, a nephew of head coach Owen Hoyt, crosses the timeline. Buffaloes attacking right to left at mylocalradio.com. Spencer, they swing it around. Kyson Spencer drives into the lane. Jarman there on the defense to Gavin Hoyt. He'll pick up the dribble. Rebels back off. Garrett Spencer dribbles to his left, pulls up in the corner and hits. Smooth shot it from Garrett Spencer, and the Buffaloes are on top 2-0. Good elevation, and gets off that shot from the left corner. Calder in the left corner. Clark back up top to Smith. 2-0 Buffaloes on top on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Cook steps up, goes right corner to Clark. Kinnan drives, floats up, but too strong. Rebound tipped out, and Clark comes away with it. Kick out to Aaron Smith for three, and Aaron Smith knocks it down. The three-point shot is good. Second chance opportunity there. Rebels make good, and a pro physical therapy three-pointer brought to you by Dr. Dallas Clark. the physical therapist. Garrett Spencer guarded by Jordan Cook. Spencer drives to the free throw line. Ball poked away by Aaron Smith into the hands of Jarman, up ahead to Smith. Aaron goes all the way to the basket, misses the layup. Offensive board by Cook. Ball fake, shot missed. Jarman had it, and it gets knocked away. He couldn't hold on to it after that. Out of bounds off the Rebels. A station in Randolph Steel here for your convenience needs. Led to that fast break opportunity, but Rich couldn't get the bucket. 3-2, Rebels on top. Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Aaron Smith with so far what is your Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet shot of the game. Spencer, they give it to Stetson Harris. He drives free throw line. Shot stuffed by Jarman, who averages 3 blocks a game. Rebels push up ahead, get it to Calder underneath. He draws the contact but can't get the shot. Will go to the free throw line and shoot 2. So Cameron Calder here early on will shoot 2 Bear Lake Realty free throws. The first one rattles out. And with this second one, Rich will match their free throw attempts last night at Bear Lake. The officials let the boys play. It was a physical, crazy game. Calder hits the second Bear Lake Realty free throw. And Rich is 1 for 2. Coming into that game last night, the Rebels had shot 23 free throws a game, but just 2 last night at Bear Lake. A drive by Hoyt, layup with the left hand is good. Gavin Hoyt, the freshman, shows some quickness, and we're tied at 4 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Rebels quickly the other way. Cook can't get the shot to go. Jarman gets the offensive board. Kick out to Calder for 3. Off. Smith with the offensive board, and that's good. Aaron Smith crashing in on the boards. Has an offensive rebound and a basket, and Rich is back on top 6-4 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. 4.5 left in the Pugstone Sporting Goods first quarter. Spencer, long 3 from the left wing. This one off target, too long. Cameron Calder pulls in the board. Quickly up ahead, Clark fakes the pass, goes up too strong. Jarman fighting for the rebound, knocks it away out of bounds from Gavin Hoyt. And it's Valley basketball. Good move by Clark. Faked the pass at the last second, just went a little too strong off the glass and missed the shot. 4:16 left to go first quarter. Anderson and Weston check into the game. And Weston did not get over there quite quick enough, I believe. Or no, they will say he did. The officials not quite on the same page. One was allowing substitutions. The other was starting the action. So they'll pause for a moment. 4:15 left to go. Pugstone Sporting first quarter. Hoyt into Spencer. Garrett Spencer won a MVP in baseball this fall. Led his Valley Buffaloes to a baseball state championship. Had a 1.63 ERA and batted .469 through the season. Incredible batting average. A little bit of a sloppy play there from Casey Reck. He goes down. Rebels wrap him up for a jump ball. Brought to you by Rich County 4-H, empowering young people with the skills to lead for a lifetime. Inbound play for Valley as the possession arrow points to the Buffaloes, the visitors. Inbound from Hoyt into the corner. Reck, remember Casey Reck last year graduated, or Kobe Reck rather graduated. Casey is the, I believe, sophomore younger brother. Rebels force a turnover. Casey can't hold on to it. That's 2 early takeaways for the Rich defense. Station in Randolph Steel. Rebels, knock on wood, have yet to turn it over after 28 giveaways last night. Smith, left corner, Calder. Still looking to get it inside to Jarman, but there's no passing lane. Smith drives, kicks it out to Calder for 3. This one rims around and out. And Kyson Spencer with the rebound. Good look for Calder from the corner. Once he finds that stroke, his groove, boy, he will be tough to stop. Nice pick and roll. Jarman with the block, the swat, but he also got a piece of Cameron Franklin, who earns a trip to the free throw line. Jarman picks up his first personal, Rebel first team foul. And Franklin will have a chance to tie this one up. 3:25 left in the Pugstone Sporting in first quarter. The free throw rims around and then drops down through. And Rich leads by 1, 6-5. Jarman, Weston, Calder, Anderson, and Smith on the floor. Second free throw. No, pops out. It was halfway down, and Jarman pulls down the rebound. Rich on top by 1, 6-5. Smith to the top of the key. Lobs it right wing to Calder. Bounce to Jarman. He'll turn, kick it back outside to Smith. Quick swing. Anderson, the three-point shot off. Calder, the offensive board. His putback rolls around the rim and then drops through. and it's 8-5. Rebels doing a good job moving the ball around. They're getting some good open looks against the box and one defense. Hoyt gives to Reck. Smith pokes it out from behind, but it's out of bounds to Coach Brian Thompson on the bench of the Rebels. Reck inbounds to Spencer. Garrett dribbles. He's already got one basket. Drives in and gets past the defense, hits the shot. Count it and the foul. And I'm not sure who the foul was on. It looks like they'll say Nick Jarman. No, Cameron Calder. So Spencer has a chance to tie this game up with a three-point play opportunity. Hits the free throw easily. He's got 6 points, 5 points in the ball game, and we're tied at 8 on the Stacey's Repair scoreboard. 2:36 left to go in the Pugstone Sporting Goods first quarter. Anderson, Weston, right wing, Aaron Smith, open three, gets the screen from Calder. The shot short, Weston tracks down the rebound out at the free throw line. Anderson, one dribble, back to Smith. Aaron swings it right side to Calder. Rebels continue to work it around. Top of the key, Aaron, open three, and this one pops out. Jarman with the offensive board. Put back, no, he's fouled. And the whistle that the Rebels could not get last night at Bear Lake comes tonight, this afternoon at the Sevier Valley Center. So Jarman with his third rebound of the game and has a couple of Bear Lake Realty free throws coming. The foul charge to Kyson Spencer, his first. And with that free throw, the Rebels have taken more Bear Lake Realty free throws than they did last night at Bear Lake. Jarman second, rims around. Weston tips it over to Anderson, who kicks it back outside to Calder. And Porter Weston with the hustle play. We'll give him credit for the rebound as he tipped it to a teammate. Anderson out on the left wing. Up top, Calder swinging around. Smith looking inside. Weston posts it up, but can't get it to him. He's really got good position, but Calder doesn't see the passing lane. Rich swings it around. Smith at the top of the key. Looking still inside for Weston. Now they get it around and to him. Porter spins around, kicks it back outside. They finally work it around, get it into Nick. One dribble up the left side and in. 11-8. Rich on top on the Stacey's Repair scoreboard. Great ball movement from the Rebels. And Weston working hard underneath. Got that entry pass and then made something good happen with it. Spencer on the left wing. Hands off to Hoyt. Gavin, the freshman, dribbles around the top, gives to Reck. Three-man weave around the top of the arc. Spencer open three, left wing, good. Rips it home. Garrett Spencer, you give him that space, he's going to hit it every time. Aaron, the top of the key, kicks left corner. Calder bounces inside for Weston. Back outside, Smith, one dribble. Give to Calder, back to Smith. Tied at 11 on the Stacey's Repair scoreboard. Anderson, back to Smith. Aaron looks to the bench or to the sideline, gets a little direction, and defense comes out on him. He'll give off to Anderson with under a minute to go in the Pugstone Sporting Goods first quarter. Jarman to Anderson on the right wing. Jarrett goes right corner. Weston fires up top. Calder quickly to the left corner. Smith inside. Nice entry pass to Jarman, whose shot is up. The skyhook up and in. Good patience and ball movement by the Rebels. And Rich is on top by 2, 13-11 on the Stacey's Repair scoreboard. Garrett Spencer up across the timeline. Anderson guarding. Spencer dribbles to his left. Jared picks back up at the top as the Rebels have switched to looks like a zone defense. No, Gavin Hoyt picks up the dribble. A couple Rebel fans wanted to travel. Don't get it. 13-12, 11 seconds. Spencer backs in on Smith, dribbles to his left. Hesitates, drives in, kicks it back in the corner with 6-5, back up top. Kyson Spencer for three, short off the front of the rim. Calder with the rebound, and time expires before he can do anything with it. And the Rebels lead 13-11 at the end of one on the Stacey's Repair scoreboard. First quarter is brought to you by Pugstone Sporting Goods.
It doesn't matter what season you visit Bear Lake. Make sure you always stop at Pugstone Sporting Goods. You'll find lots of great quality inventory at low prices, including guns and ammo. During the winter, you can rent cross-country skis, snowshoes, and buy your ski passes to Beaver Mountain. Pugstones is always the best place to get information about the area and purchase your hunting or fishing licenses. Everything you need with one stop at Pugstone Sporting Goods at the four-way stop in Garden City.
Coverage of Rich High School sports is also being made possible by Delmas Equipment. Repairing equipment for over 20 years, farming equipment assembly, and custom fabrication. The Thompson Ranch. Brian and Becky Thompson, promoting student learning and success in all areas. And Western Ag Credit, reliable credit for all things agriculture.
The best family vacations create lifelong memories. The Wind River Hotel and Casino in Riverton, Wyoming has teamed up with the Riverton Golf and Country Club to bring you great golf getaway packages for the whole family. Come for a couple of days, golf, eat, relax, tour the Wind River Indian Reservation, and enjoy the Native American tribal dancers. Pet rooms are available so you can bring the whole family and stay. Call today the Wind River Hotel and Casino, where families play, stay, win. 866-657-1604.
Back at the Sevier Valley Center. Good group of Rebel fans right down here in front of us. A few across the way. A fair group of Valley fans as well, as Rich will have it to start the second quarter. Brought to you by J-Bar Auto. Anderson, Trineri, Cook, Weston, and Jarman on the floor. Cook lobs up high, back door for Jarman. Nick trapped down there, goes back outside. Weston, double team, kicks it up top. Anderson for three. No, off the front of the rim, but Cook tracks down the rebound. Rebels hustling, and Jordan Cook with the offensive board. Back to Anderson, left wing three. Yes, this one eases down through. Jordan Cook's offensive board. Jared Anderson with the Pro Physical Therapy three-pointer, and Rich leads 16-11 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Hoyt goes left corner. Kyson Spencer launches the three, and splish splash, nothing but net for Kyson with his first bucket of the game. It's 16-14. Rebels lead is just two. Cook picks up the dribble. Trineri out on the left wing. Good jab step, kicks it back outside. Just underway in the J-Bar Auto second quarter, and the Rebels on top by two. Anderson to Cook on the right wing. Back up Trineri. They swing it around. Anderson lobs inside. Not a high enough pass, and it's intercepted. Taken away by Cameron Franklin, who's only about an inch shorter than Nick Jarman. Reck dribbles to his left. They give up top. Hoyt around the top of the arc. Here's that three-man weave. Nope. Reck hesitates. Pick and roll. Gets down inside. Jarman goes for the block. Can't get it. Weston fighting for the rebound. Gets hit from behind, but the Rebels come up with the loose ball. Good hustle by Weston again to fight for every board. Trineri fires underneath for Jarman. Nick, one dribble, hooks it up and in. Some points in the paint brought to you by Pro Physical Therapy. Excuse me, by Bear Lake Physical Therapy, helping Rebels get back in the game since 1998. Jarman had just 4 points, but 19 boards last night against Bear Lake. He has 7 points, and I've got him with 4 rebounds and a block so far in this one. Dribbling around to the left, Spencer rather, across the top of the arc. Good help defense from Weston. Spencer lobs it inside, gets it down there. Jarman comes over on help defense and stuffs the shot attempt by Franklin. Anderson up the right side, ball poked away from behind. He tries to recover, loses it out of bounds, and it's out off of Rich. Looked like it touched one of the Buffaloes, but the officials didn't see that and take a timeout. Valley with the timeout. We'll take a quick one as well. 5:45 left, second quarter. Back after this on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
One of the greatest things about living in Randolph, Utah is the friendly folks that live and operate business there. This is especially true at J-Bar Auto on Main Street in Randolph. Serving customers for years, J-Bar Auto provides high-quality service at a fair price, including vehicles large and small, tractors, and other types of equipment. J-Bar Auto also sells quality tires.
We appreciate all of our customers. Call us anytime. We're happy to help.
J-Bar Auto, 90 Main Street in Randolph, Utah. Stop in today.
Back at the Sevier Valley Center in Richfield in the second quarter, brought to you by J-Bar Auto, high-quality service at a fair price. Rebels lead last year's runner-up, the Valley Buffaloes, 18-14. A couple of minutes into the second quarter. Garrett Spencer scored 24 against Rich last year in the semis, has 8 of his team's 14 points so far in this one. Let's get the Stacy's Repair scoreboard back up for you if you're tuned in online at MyLocalRadio.com. Gavin Hoyt picks up the dribble, gives it off. Reck around the top. Kaysen Trineri fights through the screen. Good work there. Spencer, step back three, no short. Rebound, Franklin. It's knocked away, but a foul. And this will be called against Rich. Kaysen Trineri picks up his first offensive board there from Cameron Franklin. He had good position underneath. 18-14, Rich. Spencer out on the left wing. Good crossover down to the corner. Shoots. Cook fouls him. Missed the shot, but Jordan picks up his first personal, and Garrett Spencer will shoot and likely make 2 free throws. Spencer, a very good shooter. Coach Owen Hoyt told me probably the best shooter that he's ever been around. Had the opportunity to coach or play with, and Coach Hoyt has been around the game for a while. Spencer easily and confidently makes both. 18-16, Valley. 4 of 5 from the free throw line so far. Anderson back up top to Cook. Rich on top by 2. Trineri on the left wing. Lobs skip pass across to Cook, and 3 seconds in the lane. Rebels' third turnover of the quarter. After I had just 1 turnover in the first quarter for Rich. 3 already here in the second. Calder and Smith check back into the game. So Cook, Clark, Jarman, Smith, and Calder on the floor. Spencer will bring it up across the timeline. Dribbles with the left hand. Rebels in a man-to-man defense. Hoyt on the left wing. Fires inside. Franklin back to the basket. Turns, fronts, and then kicks it back outside to Hoyt. Looking inside, nothing there. Calder pressuring the freshman. Gavin drives, dishes off to Spencer in the corner. This is Kaysen, and then Cameron reaches in. And here's an adjustment the Rebels have to make, is that last night the officials would not have even thought once or twice about blowing the whistle on a reach like that, but today they're calling it much differently. Rebels have to adjust, and Cameron Calder reaches in, his second personal foul, Rebel 5th team foul. Buffaloes with just 2 team fouls, reminiscent of last year when Rich had all kinds of fouls in the semifinals, and the Buffaloes had very few. Jarman pulls down the rebound on the miss by Franklin. Smith, right wing, holding. Goes back up top, way outside, near the center to Jordan Cook. Again back to Smith, looking inside. Clark posted up, nothing there. Calder swings it around to Cook. Jarman, single team, they get it to him, or single defender. Rich swings it around. Calder inside. Clark turn around, shot over the top. Jarman the offensive board. His putback, nothing but net. Nick Jarman, I don't keep track of offensive and defensive boards, but Jarman's been all over it. 6 rebounds, 2 blocks, plus his 9 points so far in the game. Spencer, green light from way outside, misses short. Clark with the rebound. Rebels try to push, ball taken away, but Smith gets it back. Almost knocked away by Reck. Cook out high on the right wing, picks up the dribble, in a little trouble, gives to Jarman, back to Jordan. He'll kick it up top. 3:40 left to go in the J-Bar Auto second quarter. Rich on top by 4, 20-16. Cook, right corner. Clark looking inside, nothing there, throws it away. Kobe Reck with the steal. Good anticipation, just stepping in front or Garrett Spencer rather, thank you. Dylan Negus running my camera, reminded me that Kobe Reck graduated, so that was Garrett Spencer with the steal. 3:18 left second quarter, Rebels on top by 4. Kaysen Spencer tries to drive, gets up and under. Lot of fancy footwork, misses the shot, rebound tipped over, and Aaron Smith has it. Aaron pushes up the right side in the corner, looks, finds enough, tips it over to Clark, who misses the layup. Jarman fighting for the rebound. Reck goes to the floor with possession. Jarman steals it away. Rich gets it back. Cook into the middle. Clark hit as he goes up with the layup. No foul called, and the rebound pulled down by the Valley Buffaloes. Boy, a lot of contact there with the body from Kaysen Spencer, but no foul. And Rebels come up empty-handed after some great hustle. Hoyt dribbles to his left. Calder reaches in, ball pops out. Cook almost got it, but Spencer came back up with it. Up top, Kaysen Spencer misses short on the 3, and Cook pulls in the rebound. Rebels pushing, but the defense gets back. Calder looking to bounce it in, finds Jarman. He'll turn, fire it back up top. Smith fakes the 3 to Cook on the left side, drives in, shot is stuffed out of bounds. In there among the tall trees, Franklin with the block, and Rich will inbound from the baseline. A Mountain Valley Cattle Company inbound play brought to you by Eddie and Todd Jensen out of Thatcher, Idaho. Looking for our Randolph Country Store adjustment of the game. Randolph Country Store, we may be small, but we've got it all. Rich on top by 4. Calder inbounds. Smith to Cook, left corner. Back to Smith. Under 2 minutes to go in the J-Bar Auto second quarter. And Cook lobs it across to Smith. Aaron thought about the 3. Instead goes back up top to Calder. Cook on the left wing. Lobs back door. Clark, quick pass back for Jarman. And Nick wasn't quite ready for it. 5 turnovers in the quarter for Rich. Today's game brought to you in part by Stotts Equipment in Preston, Idaho. Minimize your downtime during the busy season by scheduling your winter inspections today. Call Stotts Equipment 208-852-3660. That's 852-3660. Garrett Spencer trying the Kyrie Irving scoop. Misses badly, but an offensive board for Valley. Spencer, this is Kyson Spencer, across the lane, gets away with another travel. The hop step, but feet came down unevenly. He goes back inside and he's bumped. And Kyson Spencer, boy, he's getting away with a lot of extra fancy footwork. Rebels called for the foul. Cameron Calder picks up his 3rd. And the officials letting him step like the NBA does. Kyson Spencer did a hop step and the feet came down unevenly. And that's a clear travel. Anyway, he misses the first free throw and has one more. Tries to bring his team within 3. Second free throw is good, nothing but net. 20-17. Spencer has 4 points. The Rebels lead by 3, 20-17, with just over a minute left in this first half. Second quarter brought to you by J-Bar Auto. Right wing, Cook skips it across to Smith. He'll pull it in, shoot the 3, and hit. Aaron Smith drains it, nothing but net. Pro Physical Therapy 3-pointer puts the Rebels up by 6, 23-17. Hoyt dribbles to his left. Anderson stays right with him. Spencer at the top of the key. Pulls up short. Rebound. Anderson. He'll turn. Tried to go, but the defense was right there, so he wisely slows it down. Under 45 to go in the first half. Cook skips it across for Smith. Thought about the 3, but the defense out on him. Anderson back to Smith. Aaron lobs it back door for Jarman, who goes up, can't quite get the shot to go, and Clark fouls on the rebound. That was a pretty pass, and Jarman kicking himself for not getting that one to go. It was just really was an alley-oop that Jarman tried to lay in softly, but couldn't get it to drop through. That foul on the rebound from Kinnan Clark, his first personal. Rebels' 7th team foul. Valley with 2 team fouls, as Cameron Franklin will go to the line and shoot 1-1. Franklin 1 for 2 so far in the ball game, hits the front end and has one more coming. Cameron Franklin with 2 points in this one. Garrett Spencer with 10 in the ball game, leads all scorers. Second free throw by Franklin, also good. This Valley team is hitting their free throws. 23-19, Rich up by 4 with under 30 seconds to go. Cook takes his time, gets across the timeline. Under 20 seconds to go in the J-Bar Auto second quarter. Smith on the right wing skips a long pass to Anderson. He'll fake the shot, drive in, powers through and puts it in. Jared Anderson with a strong move. Back the other way, Spencer tries to drive, dishes in the corner. Kyson Spencer, a couple of dribbles, fires top of the key. Franklin just chucks it up there and misses off the front of the iron. And at the half, it's Rich 25, Valley 19 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. This second quarter has been brought to you by J-Bar Auto. Quality work at a fair price. That's high quality service at a fair price. J-Bar Auto. Stay tuned. Your comprehensive family dental halftime show is coming up when we return on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
When you have dental care done, you let the dentist and the hygienists into your personal space. It's important that you and your family trust that your dentist will provide professional care in a comfortable atmosphere. Comprehensive Family Dental is a family-owned and operated business that understands how important this trust is. 2 locations make it convenient for you and your family when scheduling appointments. When it comes to your dental work, expect the best. Call Comprehensive Family Dental today at 435-793-2210.
As the hospital closest to Bear Lake, professional medical care is always available at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho. As a full-service hospital, Bear Lake Memorial offers an emergency room that's open 24/7. They treat patients of all ages. Other professional services include physicians' clinics, assisted living, home health services, counseling, dialysis, physical, occupational, and speech therapy, orthopedic care, and skilled nursing. Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho. Count on us to care.
Make this winter epic when you rent from Epic Recreation in Garden City, Utah. We rent cabins, snowmobiles, snowcat razors, snow tire bicycles, snowshoes, and more. Thank goodness winter is long, because at Bear Lake, we make it epic. Call us today and book your epic adventure at Bear Lake. Recreation and lodging packages available year-round. Call Epic Recreation today or book online at epicrecreation.net.
Whether you own a business or run a household, understanding where your money goes can help you improve overall financial stability. It can also help you reduce stress and help you plan for the future. Certified public accountant Gary Tusher understands money, income, expense, taxes, investments, assets, depreciation, and more. Make sure when it comes to your financial security, you're working with the best. Gary Tusher, CPA, serves business customers and private individuals. Call Gary Tusher, CPA today.
Welcome back to what's no longer being called, or at least for this year, not being called the 1A preview. It's the Central Utah Boys Basketball preview. You've got a couple of 2A teams here, Parowan and Duchesne. It's not a 1A preview anymore. The Rebels at the half lead Valley 25-19. Nick Jarman 9 points, 7 rebounds, 2 blocks. Aaron Smith 8 points, couple of boards. And Rich has a lead 25-19 over last year's runner-up, the Valley Buffaloes, who come back as a very good team. Garrett Spencer leading all scorers with 10 points, including 1 3-pointer. Valley 7 of 9 from the free throw line, but Rich on top by 6 at the half. Comprehensive Family Dental halftime show coming up, including some first half highlights brought to you by the town of Randolph when we return.
This is Rebel Senior Jordan Cook with coverage of Ridge High Basketball on Rebel Radio KADQ FM 98.3 with live streaming video at mylocalradio.com.
You're tuned in to Rich Rebel Sports on KADQ Evanston.
Randolph is located near the geographic center of Rich County, Utah, on a high plateau with an average elevation of 6,300 feet. The first group of settlers, led by Randolph H. Stewart, camped on a knoll south of the present town site on March 14, 1870. Randolph is a town of extremes, from 90 degrees in the summer to minus 40 in the winter. The folks who live here are also extreme, extremely loyal, extremely friendly, and extremely supportive of our youth. Good luck to all the Rich Rebels this year from everyone at the town of Randolph.
It's the Chevy Employee Discount Sale going on now at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston. You pay what employees pay. What does that mean? Total savings of up to $11,000 on the remaining 2017s and select 2018s. And with a trade-in assist of up to $3,000, the time to buy is now. Auto Farm is stuffed with vehicles. It's the Chevy Employee Discount Sale going on now at Auto Farm. You pay what employees pay.
Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. We're a different kind of dealer.
Welcome back on the Comprehensive Family Dental halftime show. Rebels lead 25-19 over the Valley Buffaloes. A year ago when these teams met, Rich was down, let me find that real quick, 35-26. They were trailing at the half last year in the semifinals against this Valley Buffaloes team. Rich battled back and tied it at the end of regulation at what was the tie at the end of regulation? 59 all. Valley went on to win 71-65 in overtime. Rich, with a solid first quarter, outscored Valley 13-11, and then a little better in the second quarter. They held Garrett Spencer after Spencer had 8 points in the first, scored just 2. A couple of free throws in the second quarter, and Rebels being a little more aggressive, a little more physical with Spencer than maybe he's been accustomed to. He's got 10 points. He averages 24 per game this season. And he's hit 11, make it 12 threes already in just 2 games and 2 quarters. So, boy, he is a dangerous threat from downtown. A smooth, quick release. He elevates well. He's the real deal, a very good player. And Rich has fairly well kept him in check, 10 points. The other thing is nobody else has really hurt Rich. Valley's other scores, Gavin Hoyt has 2, Cameron Franklin 3 points, and Kyson Spencer has 4. That's it. Those are the only scorers for Valley. Rich a little more balanced with Nick Jarman 9 points. Aaron Smith had 8. Jared Anderson 5. Cameron Calder with 3. Both teams, I'm sure, will thinking, boy, we missed some shots we should have hit in that first half, and we'll see how things change in the second half. Comprehensive Family Dental Halftime Show. First half highlights are brought to you by the town of Randolph, home of the Rich Rebels. Good luck from the mayor, board members, and town clerk. One of the keys of the game was to take care of the basketball. The Rebels certainly did that. They struggled a little bit in the second quarter with 5 turnovers, but just 6 in the first half. On pace for 12, even if you up that to 14 or 15. Cut those turnovers in half from last night, you'd be sitting very well, sitting pretty. Play the full 32 so far, Rich. Consistent, 13 points in the first, 12 points in the second. And GPS on Garrett Spencer. He got off a little bit in the first quarter for 8 points, but Rich did a nice job on him, just 2 points in the second quarter. Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Stotts Equipment. If you're looking for farm equipment or homeowner models, remember, nothing runs like a deer. Call Stotts Equipment today, 208-852-3660. That's 208-852-3660. They've got a great selection, including opportunities to lease or to pick up on U.lease returns. Those are great tractors with remaining factory warranty. 208-852-3660 for Stotts Equipment in Preston, Idaho. Comprehensive Family Dental Halftime Show returns. Those have been your first half highlights brought to you by the town of Randolph. We'll be back with more on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
This is Rebel Senior Aaron Smith, and you're tuned in to Rich High Hoops on Rebel Radio, KADQ FM 98.3, with live streaming video at MyLocalRadio.com.
We sell fun. Come see and feel the fun when you shop at Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley. You and your family will have fun year-round, in the water with personal watercraft, in nature driving your side-by-side or riding your four-wheeler, or in the mountains on your snow machine. It's always fun at Cache Honda Yamaha, no matter what the season is. Our showroom is full of inventory to choose from. Start having more fun today. Visit Cache Honda Yamaha between Logan and Smithfield on Highway 91. We sell fun.
No matter what you need to have printed, Westar Printing is the place you want to have it done. Calendars, letterhead, envelopes, brochures, books, posters, vinyl banners, business forms, announcements, wedding invitations, and business cards are just a few examples. You can also have your favorite family photos printed on canvas or placed into a personalized family photo calendar. You will want to do business with Westar Printing. Stop in today. Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston.
The best family vacations create lifelong memories. The Wind River Hotel and Casino in Riverton, Wyoming offers a family dinosaur dig and vacation package that includes digging for fossils at the Wyoming Dinosaur Center, sack lunches, tours of the museum, and lovely clean rooms for a comfortable night's stay. With 3 restaurants to choose from, you and your family will have fun, eat well, and rest easy. Schedule your family dinosaur dig at the Wind River Hotel and Casino in Riverton, Wyoming today. Call 866-657-1604.
When you have dental care done, you let the dentist and the hygienists into your personal space. It's important that you and your family trust that your dentist will provide professional care in a comfortable atmosphere. Comprehensive Family Dental is a family-owned and operated business that understands how important this trust is. 2 locations make it convenient for you and your family when scheduling appointments. When it comes to your dental work, expect the best. Call Comprehensive Family Dental today at 435-793-2210. You've been tuned into the halftime show presented by Comprehensive Family Dental. Dr. Sean Grohl providing quality family dentistry since 1998 with offices in Hiram, Utah, and Randolph for your convenience. Visit Comprehensive Family Dental. It's time for the third quarter. Rebels on top, 25-19 on the Stacey's Repair scoreboard. If you're looking ahead and looking at today's games already, Milford squeaked by Green River. Parowan blew out St. Joseph. Bryce Valley beat Monticello by 19. We got Valley and Rich right now. Rebels on top by 6 at the half. Next game is Wendover versus Intermountain Christian. Then Panguitch takes on Tinnick. Paiute versus Tabiona, and Wayne and Duchesne wrap up the evening. Valley with the basketball, attacking left to right at mylocalradio.com for this third quarter action, brought to you by Epic Recreation. Make your vacation an epic one to remember. Visit epicrecreation.net or find us on Facebook for rentals in Bear Lake. You can also call 435-946-EPIC. Spencer tries to go back outside. Cameron Calder with a station in Randolph steal as Stetson Harris got in a little bit of trouble. Calder goes the other way, splits the defense, misses a little short on the layup. Can't get the rebound, and a good idea by Calder attacking the basket, just a little short. Harris, the senior, averages 4 points a game, has yet to score in this one. Gives to Spencer, behind the back dribble, gets by Cook all the way to the hoop, goes up over Jarman, misses, but Franklin with the offensive board and the putback. Jarman altered the shot, and Spencer missed, but Franklin then was left uncontested for the rebound. Rebels swinging around. Cook on the right wing, ball knocked away. He'll fire it long pass to Calder, back to Smith from the corner to the wing. Rebels attacking right to left at mylocalradio.com. Clark free throw line. Back outside. Smith the long three. Yes, Aaron Smith. Splish splash from downtown. Rebels lead 28-21. Aaron Smith, 11 points in the game. He averages 10 per contest. That's another Pro Physical Therapy three-pointer brought to you by physical therapist Dr. Dallas Clark, who's down here sitting to my right cheering on the Rebels. Spencer at the top of the key. Picks up the dribble, bounces inside to Franklin. He'll turn, put up with the right hand and miss fairly badly. Clark on the defense, good straight up D, and then Clark tracks down his third rebound of the game. Smith pulls up left wing, just a little bit long, and Spencer, that's Kyson Spencer, pulls down the rebound. That looked good from this angle, but just a little long. Spencer, spin move into the lane, ball knocked away. Cook with good defense. Kyson Spencer dribbles into the lane, scoops it up and misses. Rebound tipped up, and Clark goes high and pulls it down. Kyler Clark with a very nice vertical gets to that rebound. Quick feet. Cook picks up the dribble at the top of the key, skips left side to Calder. Cameron goes back up top. Cook played back and forth. Cross to Smith. He'll lob in for Jarman. Nick turns around, misses from the short corner. Rebound tipped into the hands of the Buffaloes, and Franklin can't hold on. It's out of bounds. Rebel inbound play from the baseline. A Mountain Valley Cattle Company inbound play. Calder looking, lobs to Jarman. Left elbow to Cook outside. Fires to Calder. Inside Clark. Turnaround jumper. Short corner over the top. It hit the front of the rim, or the side of the rim, and rolled around to the glass and out. No good. Clark with a good look. That was a nice shot attempt. Rich on top, 28-21 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. 5:22 left in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Spencer dribbles left, goes back right, gets in, puts it up and misses, but he's fouled. A hand on the back by, I believe, Jordan Cook. Cook's second personal. And that's, boy, from what I've seen so far, that's guaranteed 2 points if Spencer goes to the line to shoot two. He's 3 for 3 and only even touched the rim on one of those shots. This one catches a little bit of the side of the rim, but drops down through, no question. 28-22, 5:15 left in the third quarter. Rebels at 1-2 on the season. Buffaloes at 1-1. Spencer hits them both. 28-23. Rebel lead is 5. Spencer has 12 in the game. Calder on the right wing, picks up the dribble, looking, now fires up top to Cook. Jordan. One dribble, back to Calder. Looking inside, he finds Jarman. Double team comes, kick it back out. Smith, the top of the key. Cook lobs it into the middle. Calder bumped, goes back outside as he came down with the pass. Calder again on the right wing. Double team coming. He's going to have to get it away. Does to Cook. Down inside, bounces across the lane for Clark. He comes up with the loose ball in the middle. Cook's got to get a shot off. He forces one up. Franklin with a lot of contact. No foul called. Ball squirts loose. Franklin pops it away from Clark. Out of bounds. Rebel basketball. The official initially indicated Valley ball, that which would have been an obvious missed call, but he corrects himself, gives it to Rich for another Mountain Valley Cattle Company inbound play. Just one Rich County 4-H jump ball so far in this one. Inbound popped away by Easton Bonham, a senior. Seeing his first action, I believe, of this game. guarding out high on Cook. He'll lob for Jarman. Ball tipped away into the hands of Spencer. Garrett goes the other direction and lays it up and in. Cook did not want to pick up a 4th personal foul, so he allows Spencer to just go up and in. 28-25, Rebel lead is down to 3. Smith, Calder, bounces inside for Jarman. Double team comes, he dribbles away from it, pulls up and hits. Jumper from the right angle, about 6 feet out. And Rich leads 30-25. Jarman with 11 points, 7 rebounds, 2 blocks in the game. Spencer at the top of the key, crossover into the lane, hangs in the air. Jarman stuffs him, but fouled. Got a piece of the arm apparently as well. Nick will pick up, I believe, his 2nd, unless there was a foul somewhere else. Jarman's 2nd personal. Spencer back at the line where he's 5 for 5, make it 6 for 6.
Checking into the lineup for the Rebels, number 11, Jared Anderson.
3:57 left to go. 3rd quarter brought to you by Epic Recreation. Anderson checks into the game. Weston also in, and Spencer, for the first time, a free throw is in question, but it rolls over the top and drops through. 2, 4, 6, 7 for 7 from the free throw line for Garrett Spencer. Anderson bounces the Calder in the corner into the middle. Jarman across to Smith, who goes, attacks the hoop, misses. Rebound just out of the fingertips of Weston. Great ball movement by Rich, but just couldn't get the shot to fall. 3.5 left to go. 3rd quarter brought to you by Epic Recreation. Hoyt gives into the middle. Kick it back out to Kyson Spencer. Thinks about the shot. Jarman, beat him to the spot. He's called for the push. I don't like that defensive call right there. If you can't play defense like that, you can't really play defense at all. Jarman picks up his 3rd personal. Kyson Spencer trying to drive there. That'll send Jarman to the bench as the Buffaloes inbound. Spencer lobs it into the middle. Franklin kicks it back outside. Kyson for 3, short, and Weston pulls down his 3rd rebound. Smith quickly out to Calder. Cameron back to Smith. Aaron fires left wing. Anderson thinks about the 3. Defense backs off, then he takes it short, and Kyson Spencer tracks down the board. 30-27. Rebels just 5 points so far in the quarter. Buffaloes with 8. They've cut the lead from 6 down to 3. Hoyt, top of the key. Franklin gives to Spencer, free throw line. Jumper, turnaround is off, and Clark has the board. Rebels will need Clark and Weston to step up on the boards with Jarman not on the floor. Smith dribbles to the top of the key. Calder back to Smith. Rebels looking. They swing it around. Anderson, right wing. Couple of dribbles, picks it up, and then still looking, trying to find something. Now finds Smith. 2.5 left to go in the Epic Recreation 3rd quarter. Looking for our Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet play of the game. Calder bounced it inside. It was knocked away. Weston got it back, or Calder got it back. Goes into Weston. Nice spin move in the lane. Is fouled, and Weston will have a couple of free throws. Garrett Spencer with his 1st personal. And Bear Lake Realty free throws coming up for Rich. Just 2 of 4 in the ball game. Rebels not getting a lot of free throws these last couple of games. Weston just misses right side off the rim. And Porter will get one more Bear Lake Realty free throw. Can't get that 2nd one to go either. Left rim pops out. 30-27. Weston came into the game 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He goes 0 for 2 on that trip. Drive, and a floater is up and in by Easton Bonham. Clark went up to block, couldn't quite get the fingertips up high enough. Smith, left side. Calder looking in for Weston. Rebels swinging around the top of the arc, up by 1, 30-29 on the Stacey's Repair scoreboard. 1:50 left to go in the Epic Recreation 3rd. Smith, left side. Calder, top of the key. Weston lobs it right side. Aaron left open for 3. Can't quite get it to go. Fight for the rebound. It was tipped away from Anderson, out of bounds, and they'll give it to Valley. No argument from the Rebels. And 1:37 left in the 3rd. Rebels slowed down a bit offensively here in this 3rd quarter. Just 5 points. Kyson Spencer, spin move, floats it up and in. Kyson, nice move. Good footwork there, and the Valley Buffaloes have the lead 31-30. They led 2-0 early on, but I think Rich has led since that point, led or tied. Weston, right elbow. Anderson goes right at Spencer, floats it up and in. Jared with a strong move. That's his second good strong move of the game. He scored both times, and Rich back on top, 32-31, with under a minute to go. The Epic Recreation third quarter. Spencer left open just momentarily, launches the three, misfires. Franklin, the offensive board, pushes off to get himself free, then misses the shot. Clark chases down the rebound. Across to Smith. He'll pull up for three from the top of the arc, and Aaron Smith knocks it down. His fourth triple of the ball game, 35-31. That three-pointer is brought to you by Pro Physical Therapy. That's a candidate for the Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet shot of the game. The pull-up three on the fast break, 22-20. That'll be Anderson's first, I believe, just the Rebel fourth team foul. Valley with one team foul. Hoyt inbounds to Kyson Spencer. He'll hold, looking to get it to Spencer, to Garrett, but can't find him. Good D by Clark as Kyson tries to drive it. He drops it into Franklin for the two. That one bounced, rattled around. Rebels go the other way. Calder hangs at the half-court line, shoots the three, and it just rims out. And at the end of three, it's Rich up by two, 35-33 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Fourth quarter action coming up. This third quarter has been brought to you by Epic Recreation.
Make this winter epic when you rent from Epic Recreation in Garden City, Utah. We rent cabins, snowmobiles, snowcat razors, snow tire bicycles, snowshoes, and more. Thank goodness winter is long, because at Bear Lake, we make it epic. Call us today and book your epic adventure at Bear Lake. Recreation and lodging packages available year-round. Call Epic Recreation today or book online at epicrecreation.net. If you're looking for live local sports, local news, weather, live classifieds, and free photo downloads, search no more. MyLocalRadio.com has what you want. Watch your teams live or browse the tens of thousands of photographs of Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho high school events, from speech and drama competitions, rodeo, an array of different athletics, activities, community events, and so much more. Visit MyLocalRadio.com today and find what you're looking for.
Back at the Sevier Valley Center for the fourth quarter, brought to you by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. Count on us to care. Rebels have it to start the quarter, and a 2-point lead, 35-33. Anderson in the left corner. Finds Jarman, short corner, turnaround jumper, good. Nothing but net from 10 feet out. Jarman with a pretty shot. Nick has 13 points in the game. Rich leads 37-33 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard, a 4-point Rebel lead. Hoyt drives, jump, and hop step. Ball taken away. Smith goes to the floor, hands off to Anderson, and then Anderson passes it away as Hoyt is called, or did Rich get a timeout? Rich called for a timeout and got it. We'll take a quick one as well. 7:29 left in the fourth on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
As the hospital closest to Bear Lake, professional medical care is always available at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho. As a full-service hospital, Bear Lake Memorial offers an emergency room that's open 24/7. They treat patients of all ages. Other professional services include physicians' clinics, assisted living, home health services, counseling, dialysis, physical, occupational, and speech therapy, orthopedic care, and skilled nursing. Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho. Count on us to care.
The keys of the game brought to you by Rich County. Rebels with a championship cause was the golden rule. Rebels needed to take care of the basketball. 8 turnovers to this point by my tally, and I may have missed one or two, but boy, that's a far cry better from what they did last night, 28 against Bear Lake. Valley applying a full court or half court trap. Rebels break through. Aaron Smith, right corner to Anderson, fakes the pass, bounces back out to Smith. Cook, left side. Gets a little drive, lobs it back door for Anderson, who gives a ball fake, draws the defense into the air. They fly by. Anderson hits. Great job by the Rebels. You can't help but wonder if last night's loss against Bear Lake and the pressure that they put on Rich helped prep Rich for that, what they just went through right there. Executed very well. Up top, Spencer, long three, misses. Jarman pulls down his second rebound of the half. He's at 9 in the game. Rebels go the other way. Cook with the finish and the foul. Jordan Cook all the way down the easy bucket. It looked easy. It really wasn't. But Jordan Cook with his first bucket. Rebels applying some fast breaks, setting the pace. And Cook at the Bear Lake Realty free throw line. If you're looking for beachfront room with a view, maybe a secluded mountain retreat, any number of timeshare options, Bear Lake Realty. Cook misses the free throw at the back of the iron. Rebels tip it. Cook comes up with it. Smith left side. Anderson for three off the front of the right side of the rim. But Cook with the offensive board. A couple offensive boards for Cook and Clark on this possession, and Rich has a chance to extend the lead. Long pass to Clark. Back up top. Smith. The pressure coming out. Valley has switched to what looks like a 3-2 zone defense, really pressuring out on the ball, maybe a man-to-man. And Smith with the basketball bounces into the corner. Clark back up top. Smith, Aaron bounces. Nice no-look pass to Jared Anderson for the easy two. Smith off the bounce pass, looking like John Stockton, one-handed pass across the lane. Anderson has 11 points in the game, including 4 here in the fourth quarter. Spencer drives, stuffed by Jarman. Get that thing out of here. It's on the floor, out of bounds off of Rich, but Nick Jarman with his third block of the game. And the Rebels on top by 10, 43-33. Jarman with the big block. Spencer going right at him, and Nick says, nope, not here. This is my house. Hoyt lobs it way outside. Cook takes it away, tips it to Anderson, who's bumped the ball out of bounds by Casey Reck. No foul called, but a ball out of bounds will be Rebel basketball when we return. Timeout, Coach Owen Hoyt. Rebels have built a 10-point lead with 5:53 left to go in the fourth quarter.
This is Rebel senior Aaron Smith, and you're tuned in to Rich High Hoops on Rebel Radio, KADQ FM 98.3, with live streaming video at mylocalradio.com.
It's the Chevy Employee Discount Sale going on now at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston. You pay what employees pay. What does that mean? Total savings of up to $11,000 on the remaining 2017s and select 2018s. And with a trade-in assist of up to $3,000, the time to buy is now. Auto Farm is stuffed with vehicles. It's the Chevy Employee Discount Sale going on now at Auto Farm. You pay what employees pay.
Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. We're a different kind of dealer.
Rebels on a bit of a run. Rich was on top 35-33 to start the quarter. An 8-0 run, including 4 points from Jared Anderson. And it would appear, I mean, both of his baskets came from the right side, just underneath. The Valley just kind of forgetting about him. He's sneaking in on that right side, and Rebels have found him open for a couple of baskets. Fourth quarter action is brought to you by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. Count on us to care. Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Stotts Equipment in Preston, Idaho. A great selection of UDOT lease returns. And these are great tractors with remaining factory warranty and deep discounts, so you get them at a great price. Visit Stotts Equipment in Preston, Idaho today, 451 West, 800 North, or give them a call at 208-852-3660. That's 208-852-3660. Rich with the basketball after coming up with a station in Randolph Steele just moments ago. Cook inbounds to Smith. Also on the floor, Jarman, Anderson, and Clark. 5:48 left to go in the ball game. Rich on top by 10, 43-33 against a team that the Rebels lost to in overtime last year in the semifinals. Valley went on to lose to Penguins in the championship. Rebels being patient here. Anderson, Jarman, left corner, fires across looking for Cook. He pulls the pass away from Spencer, kicks it outside to Smith for three, a bit long. Jarman skies for the one-handed board, gives off to Cook, who's stuffed. He kicks it back outside, and Smith and Rich will reset the offense. That's Jarman's 10th rebound of the game, a third double-double in 4 games this season for Nick Jarman. Nick at the free throw line, kicks it out to Anderson. He'll drive, strong drive, shot blocked. Rebels get it back, kick it out to Aaron for the three-pointer. Smith with his 5th triple of the ball game, and it's 46-33. Rebels up by 13. Pro Physical Therapy three-pointer. Garrett Spencer shoots from Steph Curry range, misses. Kyson Spencer with the offensive board. He goes into the lane. Rebels get a hand on it, then he shoots over the top, and Kinnan Clark pulls down the rebound. That's Kinnan's. Kinnan has not scored in this one, but he's got 8 boards. That's a crucial part of this ball game. Clark fakes the shot, kicks it across the key. Aaron for 3, left wing. Yes! Aaron Smith, another one. He's got 6 in the ball game. 6 threes, that is. 20 points, and Rich leads 49-33 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Rebels starting to run away with it, getting some things open as Valley has tried to pressure on the outside. Kyson Spencer, again, some fancy footwork, misses the shot, gets his own rebound. Put back is good, count it, and the foul. And he does, he's very astute at using his pivot foot, and he goes from heel to toe on the pivot foot, which gives him almost like an extra step. And Rebel fans and parents want traveling. They don't get it much. And Spencer will be at the free throw line for a chance at the and one after the timeout. We'll keep it right here. 4:10 left to go in the ball game. Rebels on top 49-35. A free throw coming for Valley. They're 11 of 13 are the Buffaloes from the free throw line. Rebels have struggled from the line in this one, just 2 of 7, the Bear Lake Realty free throw line. But they've been very good from outside. I've got Aaron Smith with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 threes. Anderson has one as well. And Rich with a 49-35 lead. Dylan, let's zoom in a bit. Find a Rebel fan on the Bear Lake Realty fan cam. I see all the Rebel fans right here down in front of us. A few across the way. Oh, yeah, there you go. Lynn Weston. And looks like, who else is over there? Rebel fans in blue. Some freshman players. Our camera for this season is brought to you by Bear Lake Realty. If you, your family, or any friends, any folks you know of are looking for real estate in the Bear Lake area, visit bearlakerealty.com. Let them know about Gary McKee, Gary and Amber McKee in Garden City. They are the best. Rebels on top. That's Bear Lake Realty. They've got lots of great timeshare options. bearlakerealty.com. Kyson Spencer at the free throw line. He has 6, 7, 8 points in the ball game. He's 1 for 2 so far in this game from the line. A recent transfer from Cedar City. I believe he was playing for Canyon View High School last year. 36, the three-point play from Kyson Spencer cuts the lead to 13. Half-court trap. Smith to Jarman, right side. Anderson. Rebels break the trap. They had plenty of practice against that last night against Bear Lake. Smith at the top of the key. Cook, Clark inside, get it to Jarman. He'll dribble once, scoop it up. Right-handed hook is good. Good ball movement by Rich. And the Rebels extend the lead back to 15. Spencer looking to get open. Anderson staying right with him. Good help defense from Ken and Clark on the pick and roll. Right corner open three is good. Rattles home Gavin Hoyt with his second field goal of the game. 51-39, Rebel lead cut to 12. 3.5 left to go. Jarman, middle of the floor. Oh, Cook established himself. He must have touched the ball before he got that foot down. Jarman passed it back for Cook, and Jordan had not yet established himself across the timeline, so the Rebels give it away for just what I've got as a 10th time in the ball game. 3 minutes, 22 seconds left to go in this one. Fourth quarter is brought to you by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. Spencer loses the dribble, picks it up. Anderson went for the steal. Spencer goes for the three and hits. 51-42. Coach Brown wants a timeout. We'll take one as well. Lead down to 9 with 3:07 left to go on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com.
When it comes to parts and service, don't rely on anyone other than the team at Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley. The professional mechanics and parts department team have the experience to help you with whatever you need. When you need to add a winch, get an extra belt or spark plugs, winterize, repair or replace tires, or have a rebuild, they can help. Whatever you need, gift ideas, parts, accessories, or a great mechanic, you'll find it all at Cache Honda Yamaha in between Logan and Smithfield on Highway 91.
Rebels had built a 16-point lead. It was 49-33, but a 9-2 run has the Buffaloes within 9. 51-42 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Rebels with the lead, but boy, Valley's intensity has been better the last minute and a half or so of game time. They're running a half-court trap. Rebels come out with Smith, Cook, Jarman, Calder, and Weston on the floor. Long pass, bounce pass from Smith breaks the press. Cook, Smith, free throw line, Jarman, back out to Calder. Coach Brown calling out patient, be patient, good. Cook, Smith, lobs free throw line, Jarman, fires under to Calder. Thought about the shot, instead bounces back to Jarman, who puts the shot up and in, and he's fouled. Nick Jarman with a three-point play opportunity. And this may be a candidate for your play of the game. The patience, the ball movement, the intelligence to work that ball around, to eat up some clock, and then get a good shot. Jarman at the Bear Lake Realty free throw line knocks it down, and there's your Rolene Kennedy Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet play of the game, the and one for Nick Jarman, who has 7 points in the quarter and 18 in the ball game to go along with 10 rebounds, I believe, and 3 blocks. Rebels on top, 54-42. Going to the floor is Easton Bonham. He just lost control as he dribbled through traffic. Rebels battled for it and came up with it. Was that a Rich County 4-H jump ball, or did they just out of bounds off the Buffaloes? Rich able to break the press. They push up into the middle free throw line. Jarman back out to Cook. Weston left corner. Good decision to just back it out, eat some more clock. Under 2 minutes to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Calder to Smith. Pressure comes way out high. He gives off to Cook. Backdoor. Calder wide open. Easy layup. Cameron Calder with the 2. Nice pass from Jordan Cook on the assist, and it's 56-42. Rich with the patience gets it back. Garrett Spencer launches the long 3. Comes up short, and I believe it was Weston on the rebound. Rich goes up to Calder, picks up the dribble. Smith bounce left side to Cook. Rich just needs to hold on to it here. Leading by 14. Smith fakes the long 3. Pulls it in. Rebels go backdoor again. Calder bounces across the lane for Weston. It looked like it went off of Franklin's leg, but no, last touch by Weston, out of bounds. Rebels turn it over by my tally for the 11th time. And contrast that with last night's 28 at Bear Lake. Boy, Rebels, a vast improvement. That's probably your adjustment of the game, brought to you by the Randolph Country Store. We may be small, but we've got it all. The way the Rebels have taken care of the ball better. Now, the pressure has been significantly less from Valley in this game than it was last night at Bear Lake. But even late here, when Valley's been trying to battle back in for most of this fourth quarter, the Rebels have been smart and patient, taking care of the basketball. And that's a big-time adjustment, brought to you by the Randolph Country Store. We may be small, but we've got it all. I invite you to stay tuned for our post-game show, brought to you by SEVIER Trucking. Scott and Diana Saby wishing the Rebels good luck throughout the season. We'll have the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap and much more, including the Town of Laketown Rebel Sports update. We'll hear from Cooper Cornea, Rebel Wrestling, one of the Rebel Wrestling coaches. We'll also have a Laziest Ranching look ahead. Points in the paint this afternoon are brought to you by Bear Lake Physical Therapy. Nick Jarman's, most of his points have come in the paint, and I've got him with 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 18 points, 10 rebounds, 3 blocks. Jarman had 19 points, or 19 rebounds, just 4 points last night at Bear Lake, but he's had a double-double in 3 of the 4 games so far to start this season. Rich just a minute and 19 seconds away from him evening the record back up at 500, jumping up to 2-2 if they can hold on for the win here. It would be an epic comeback for Valley if the Rebels let them get back into it. Rich leading 56-42. Kyson Spencer, a couple of dribbles, then lobs it inside to Franklin. Back outside looking for Spencer, and the pass off target. He steps on the sideline trying to save it. And boy, I like that intensity from the Rebels. Even with time running down, you're up by 14 with just over a minute to go, and they're not letting up at all. Kaysen Trineri checks into the game. Aaron Smith heads for the bench. 20 points, including 6 3-pointers from Smith. 4 of them in the second half. Trineri with the basketball. Looks right, goes back, or looked left, went back right to Calder across the timeline, back to Kaysen. Reagan Huffner also checked into the ball game moments ago. So it's Cook, Weston, Huffner, Calder, and Trineri. Kaysen, top of the key to Cook. One dribble, fires right corner to Calder. Back up top, a dangerous pass. It's tipped, deflected back court, out of bounds off of Valley. Trineri just let that one go. The officials, neither one really, or at least the one did not know. He just looked to the other for what to do with that. Cook with a lazy pass to Trineri. It's taken away. Gavin Hoyt goes up strong and gets it to go. Rebels giveaway late will not cost them the game. Almost another takeaway. 56-44, Rich up by 12. Cook fires it across the top to Trineri. 22 seconds to go. Kaysen gives back to Cook. Rich looking just to run out these final 15 seconds and earn the victory. In the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Huffner up top to Trineri with 10. 9. Kaysen baseball pass to Calder in the corner. Defense comes out, then they'll back off, and Calder will hold for the final 2-1. Rich wins 56-44 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. A good win over a very good Valley team. Don't be surprised if you see this Valley team in the semifinals or better come the end of this season. They've got a lot of talent and some good height. They've got inside, outside. That's a good Valley team that Rich just beat 56-44. Stay tuned. The Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap coming up on the SEVIER Trucking postgame show. This fourth quarter has been brought to you by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. Count on us to care.
This is Rich Rebel Senior Porter Weston, and you're tuned in to Rich High Hoops on Rebel Radio, KADQ FM 98.3, with live streaming video at mylocalradio.com.
One of the greatest things about living in Randolph, Utah is the friendly folks that live and operate business there. This is especially true at J-Bar Auto on Main Street in Randolph. Serving customers for years, J-Bar Auto provides high-quality service at a fair price, including vehicles large and small, tractors, and other types of equipment. J-Bar Auto also sells quality tires.
We appreciate all of our customers. Call us anytime. We're happy to help.
J-Bar Auto, 90 Main Street in Randolph, Utah. Stop in today.
Bear Lake's best information spot is Pugstone Sporting Goods, located at the four-way stop in Garden City. Find out where the fish are biting, where the best scenic trails are, winter or summer, plus all the other information you need to have the best time ever at Bear Lake. You'll also find hunting and fishing supplies, boat equipment, life vests, clothing, beach toys, sunscreen, souvenirs, and more. Pugstone Sporting Goods at the four-way stop in Garden City, Utah. At beautiful Bear Lake. Stop in today.
Welcome to the SEVIER Trucking post-game show. Rebels, a game against Valley. Let's tell you about it on the Freaky Fast recap brought to you by Jimmy John's. At 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fresh and fast meet. On Friday afternoon at the Central Utah Boys Basketball Preview, Rich faces the 1A runner-up from a year ago, a rematch of the semifinal game that Rich lost in overtime last year. Rich would start off well. They built an 8-5 lead early on and led 13-11 at the end of the first. Extended that lead out to 6 points by the end of the second quarter, 25-19. Valley battled back and trailed by just 2 at the end of the third quarter. And then Rich offense came alive. 21 points in the fourth. A couple of threes from Aaron Smith, who finished with 20 points to lead all scorers. Nick Jarman finishes with another double-double, 18 points, 10 rebounds. And Rich withstood a furious comeback attempt by Valley. Rebels beat the Buffaloes 56-44, a final score. Rich improves to 2-2 on the season with a game against Paiute coming up on Saturday afternoon. 56-44, the final score, a win for the Rich Rebels. That's your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. Gourmet sandwiches, fresh and fast, every day at 113 Front Street in Evanston. Kate, my producer, back in the studio. I'll do a Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap tomorrow after the Paiute game that'll recap all 3 games from the weekend, and that one we can use for Monday morning. Stay tuned. You're on the SEVIER Trucking post-game show. After the break, we have the Randolph Country Store adjustment of the game, plus the Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet play and shot of the game. This is Rich Rebel Basketball on Rebel Radio, KADQ FM 98.3, with live streaming video at mylocalradio.com.
When you need to hire a semi, SEVIER Trucking in Woodruff, Utah is the place to call. Scott and Diana SEVIER have been serving customers across the nation since 2007. It's important to know that your loads are being handled professionally by honest, reliable drivers. The team at SEVIER Trucking reminds you, safety first. Don't text and drive. For all your long haul and short haul needs, get it there safely and on time. Call today, SEVIER Trucking, 435-503-0454.
Whether it's for your home, your ranch, your equipment, or your business, when you need propane, count on the best. T7 Propane in Woodruff. The professionals at T7 Propane place their focus on safety, quality product, and excellent prompt service, so you can rest easy and enjoy the affordability and efficiency of propane. Serving residential and business customers every day, T7 would love to serve you as well. For all your propane needs, call T7 Propane in Woodruff, 435-793-4208.
Welcome back to the post-game show brought to you by SEVIER Trucking. Cam Jarman
with Ryan Steineckert with Coach.
Cam Jarman excited. I just told him if the Rebels have a game this season under 10 turnovers, I'll buy him a hamburger. I'd love to buy you a hamburger. I hope it happens. I hope it happens on a Saturday night, late or early March, and Rich has under 10 turnovers to in a state championship game. That'd be great. Under 10, boy, that'd be nice. 12 turnovers today is what I had. Aaron Smith, 20 points, had 6 threes in the ball game. Nick Jarman, 18 points, 10 rebounds, his third double-double in 4 games for Jarman. Also 3 blocks. Rebels win 56-44. On the SEVIER Trucking post-game show, let's move along. The Town of Randolph, or the Town of Laketown Rebel Sports Update and the Laziest Ranching look ahead coming up. But first, Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet shot of the game. Aaron Smith's 3 in the third quarter. The Rebels had given up the lead. They were down 31-30. Then got a 2 from, I believe, Jared Anderson to go back on top, 32-31. Got a stop on defense, came back to the other end, and on a fast break, Aaron Smith pulls up for 3 and drains it. His that was his 4th of 6 3-pointers in the game, and that was a big turning point for the game. That put Rich back up by 4 and helped them hold on to the lead. They never trailed again. Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. Play of the game late. Rebels, the Valley Buffaloes had gone on a 9-2 run. Rich calls a timeout. They come out and get it to Jarman. Very good patient ball movement and good ball work. They found Jarman at the free throw line. He stepped up, hit the jumper, was fouled, made the free throw. The old-fashioned and one put Rich on top, 54-42 at that point. And Rich went on to win by 12. That was a big play late in the game from Jarman. And let me make sure I give credit. Not just, I mean, it was a good play. Jarman finished the play with the bucket and the free throw. But the play really came from the team as they worked it around, were patient, were smart with the basketball. All the players on the team did that, and that was your play of the game. Randolph Country Store adjustment of the game, no question here. Rebels had 28 turnovers in the 39-30 loss last night at Bear Lake. Today, 12 turnovers. The adjustment was taking care of the basketball. They go from 28 turnovers to 12. They cut them more than in half, and that made a huge difference in this ball game. Rebels win 56-44. That's your Randolph Country Store adjustment of the game. We may be small, but we've got it all. Stay tuned on the Town of Laketown Rebel Sports Update. We'll talk with Cooper Cornea, Rebel Wrestling Coach, and that's coming up on the SEVIER Trucking postgame show. Rebels win 56-44 over the Valley Buffaloes. Back after this on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
There's real power in enthusiasm. It spells the difference between mediocrity and having real, successful accomplishments. The mayor and town council from the town of Laketown recognize the enthusiasm of the parents, teachers, fans, and students of Rich High School. Whether it's your education, athletics, academics, or even your daily chores, enthusiasm can make all the difference. Founded in 1997, the Mountain Valley Cattle Company in Thatcher, Idaho serves Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming and is proud to sponsor the students and staff at Rich High School. The Mountain Valley Cattle Company is established on the foundation of hard work, commitment, and perseverance, knowing that every individual on the team must give their best for the team to succeed. The same principles that students and athletes at Rich High School are learning today that will help them lead tomorrow. The Mountain Valley Cattle Company, 208-339-0614.
Welcome back to the SEVIER Trucking postgame show. It's time for the Rebel Sports Update. Rebels at the half led 25-19. At the end of the game, a 56-44 victory for Rich. 3 players in double figures. Aaron Smith, 20 points. Nick Jarman, 18 points, 10 boards. Jared Anderson, 11 points. Time for the Rebel Sports Update, brought to you by the Town of Laketown. Good luck, Rebels, from Mayor Sim Weston and council members Dallas Clark, Chris Hodges, Gary Ogilvy, and Delora White.
Ryan Steineckert with Rich Rebel Wrestling Coach Cooper Cornea. Good to talk to you again, Cooper.
Good to be here, Ryan.
We talked a little bit on Monday about the Grace Tournament, the wrestling up there, and let's go into a little more depth about it. Again, your thoughts about how the Rebels did at the Grace Tournament wrestling?
So just a little background. It was a dual format tournament, so we matched up with several different teams and wrestled them. So there weren't any individual champions or anything, but overall I was really impressed with how the kids executed the stuff we've been over in practice. You know, there was some first match jitters out of some kids, and we made a few mistakes that hopefully later in the season we won't. But overall, I was really impressed with how everybody wrestled and the effort that they put forth.
Tell me about a little bit more about some of the kids and individual performances, how guys did.
So starting just at our lower weights, we had a first-time wrestler there, Mason Skibby, that I was really impressed with, just how quickly he's catching on to things. Coming into this year, he'd never even wrestled at all. And unfortunately, he wasn't able to get a win this week, but the improvement that I've seen, I'm sure it won't be long before he gets one. And then moving up, I was really impressed with Keller Sidaway. I mentioned to you on Monday that I was impressed with his effort and how he wrestled. He wrestled a really good kid in our last match against Wind River and ended up losing by 1 in overtime. So I was just really impressed with him and how he wrestled. We also had Bridger Weston went 4-1. Andrew Rex wrestled really well, and Wyatt Weston went undefeated this weekend. So we had some good things happen.
Anders won that. He's a junior, right? I think as a freshman, if I remember, my memory serves me correctly, I remember him saying something toward the end of the year, I finally won a match, and now he's winning matches, doing a lot better.
Yeah, as a freshman, I wasn't here for the first half of the season. I came here as a student teacher and jumped in, and Andrew and I started about the same time. So he had never wrestled until halfway through the season his freshman year, and that first year was pretty tough. I mean, to come in at the first of the season when everybody's just starting is one thing, but to come in when everybody's got rolling, it's pretty tough. So yeah, last year he got his first win, and this year he's started off a lot better. So we're excited. He's excited. It's fun when you can see that hard work start to pay off for kids.
I know it's a work in progress. How's the conditioning for the guys? Is that still a long ways to go, or are they getting pretty close to being ready for a full match?
Before Thanksgiving break, I think we were really close to where we needed to be. And then we kind of had that, we came back and had 1 week to knock the turkey and stuffing out of them, which is a challenge, So I think this weekend we showed a little fatigue more than I would want, but that's kind of to be expected in your first matches. So we'll make sure that we fix that problem this week for sure.
It'll be at Marsh Valley this week. Is it a similar tournament, similar teams that'll be there?
So it'll be similar teams, but this one's an individual tournament. So each kid will get to go out on their own and prove what they can do against everybody. So
are there advantages to individual tournament or a dual tournament like you had at Grace?
Individual tournaments, I think you have a better chance to show what you can do, not to be repetitive, but individually. I mean, you can go out and wrestle everybody that's in your weight class, where this last weekend there was teams that certain kids didn't get to wrestle because we didn't duel that school. And then advantages for dual teams, it's kind of neat to be in that format where all your wrestlers are on the same mat, and we can watch each match individually. They're all there to watch and cheer each other on, where in an individual tournament, they're all spread out. So very different, but good things about both.
Cooper Corney of the Rich Rebel Wrestling Team, thanks for your time. Good luck this weekend at Marsh Valley.
Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate it.
Well, thanks, Cooper. That's the Rebel Sports Update brought to you by the town of Laketown. Good luck, Rebels, from the Mayor, Sim Weston, council members Dallas Clark, Chris Hodges, Gary Ogilvie, and Delora White. You're tuned in to the SEVIER Trucking post-game show. Another quick break. We'll be back with a look ahead brought to you by Lazy S Ranching when we return on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com. When it comes to hard things in life, don't say, why me? Just say, try me. Remember, it's the tough things that make us the strongest. The cattle ranchers at Lazy S Ranching are proud supporters of the youth in our community. Sim, Joe Jean, Carol, and Millie Weston, along with Sim Jr. and Meggie, remind everyone to eat more beef and cheer on the Rich Rebels. That's right. Eat more beef and cheer on the Rich Rebels.
Woodruff, Utah has a long pioneer history with a post office that has been in operation since 1872. Woodruff was named after Wilford Woodruff, the fourth president of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and is home to the Woodruff Steakhouse, a former Latter-day Saint office building that is listed on the National Register of Historic Places. Our rich pioneer heritage is reflected in all our students by their hard work and commitment to excellence in the classroom and in their sports.
Welcome back to the SEVIER Trucking post-game show, brought to you by Scott and Diana Sabie. This look ahead at Rich County sports and activities is presented by Lazy S Ranching, encouraging you to eat more beef and cheer on the Rebels. A 56-44 win for Rich improves the Rebel boys team to 2-2 on the young season. Rebel girls are in action tonight at Altamont. The freshmen already finished up their game, and Boy, the Rebels dominated 49-15. JV game was scheduled to start at 4 o'clock, so that'll be starting shortly. And then the varsity at 5:30 tonight. Rebel wrestlers are at Marsh Valley today and tomorrow. Rebel drill team at the Wasatch Invitational in Heber City. That started today, goes throughout the day tomorrow. And the Rich Middle School girls Royals basketball team took on Cokeville this morning and will be at Kemmer tomorrow morning. Also should mention the Royal wrestlers will be at Jackson beginning tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. I think that does it for the weekend. I should also mention Wyoming Cowboys basketball. Now, Rebel boys tomorrow will be in action against Paiute. Our varsity pregame starts at 2:30. Now, the Cowboys are scheduled to host Pacific Tigers at 4 o'clock is the tip-off in the AA, the Arena Auditorium in Laramie. So our Rebel boys game should be over right around, I don't know, about 4:30, maybe 5 o'clock at the latest. We'll finish a post-game show. So we'll join the Wyoming Cowboys versus Pacific versus the Tigers. Join that game in progress here on KADQ. And then tomorrow night also Cowgirls are in action at Idaho with a scheduled pregame at 6:30, tip-off at 7 in the Kibbe Dome up in Moscow. That's our look ahead, brought to you by Lazy S Ranching, encouraging you to eat more beef and cheer on the Rebels. That wraps up the Rebel post-game show presented by SEVIER Trucking. Scott and Diana Saby wishing the Rebels good luck. I want to thank Michelle Hopkin for giving me that score on the Rebel girls freshman game, the win at Altamont 49-15. Good luck to the Rebel girls tonight at Altamont. Also good luck to the Rebel wrestlers at Marsh Valley and the Rebel drill team at the Wasatch Invitational. Again, our final score on today's Stacy's Repair scoreboard. The Rebels win 56-44 over the Valley Buffaloes. Join us tomorrow afternoon when Rich takes on Paiute. Our pregame starts at 3 o'clock right here. No, excuse me. Our pregame starts at 2:30 right here on the Wildlife, and you can watch live at mylocalradio.com. For today's videographer, Dylan Negus, thanks for his time, and our producer, Kate Bolander, back in the studio. Thank you. I'm Ryan Steineckert. We'll talk with you again soon.
You've been tuned in to Rich High School basketball on Rebel Radio, KADQ FM 98.3, with live video online at mylocalradio.com. Today's broadcast has been brought to you by these Rebel supporting businesses and individuals: Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, Cash Honda Yamaha in Logan, by West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign of Evanston, the Wind River Hotel and Casino of Riverton, Wyoming, and by mylocalradio.com. The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of Old West Media, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of the aforementioned rights holder.
Our executive producer is Val Cook. We thank our office manager, Kayleen Anderson, and our sales manager, Julie Burley, along with KNYN Sports Director, Jay Kibbard, and production assistants, Kate Bolander and AJ Lamb. Big thanks to all of our sponsors and to you for tuning in. We invite you to visit mylocalradio.com for archived games and past interviews with Rebel players and coaches. Thank you for joining us on this presentation of Rich Rebel Basketball on KADQ FM 98.3 and online at mylocalradio.com. Until the next time Rich High takes the court, go Rebels.